welcome back. So, space combat time. So, first thing to determine is turn order. So, it's 1d10 plus the detection rating of your ship. And would one of you care to roll for the friendly ship, please?
No.
2. Your
Plus
detection.
1.
Yes, yeah, you're getting a bonus. So your detection is 22, so 23. I should have grabbed the pad. Excuse me, Kitty.
You need a pen.
No, I've got one.
Oh, we've got one.
So the gift is on 23. The enemy light cruiser, which is the central ship, rolled a 4. But if memory serves, its detection rating sucks. Yeah, it's only plus 10. So the LC, it's currently 14. And I'm suspecting that both of those are going to come out higher, because those are 2 Infidel Raider class ships. Wow, their detection's only plus 10. They kind of suck as well. 2 for the first one, and 7 for the second one. So, yep. So, inf number 2, 17, and inf number 1 is on 12. Okay, so the gift will be going first.
Okay. Should we take it in turns to roll dice? So then if we're all unlucky, then all dice is unlucky.
So, the way that space maneuvering works is you can move along your given track at whatever speed you're currently going. You can choose to accelerate or slow down. You're currently stationary.
Okay.
Right. So the way it basically operates is you would normally move your given distance and turn up to 2 hexes, because the direction you're facing matters. In terms of weaponry, the gift has broadside macro cannons and torpedoes in the forward tubes.
Ooh, yes.
Torpedoes are very, very powerful, but I wouldn't recommend launching them at long range because the enemy can potentially avoid them.
Okay.
And you have a limited supply. You've only got 30 of those total.
That's more than enough.
And you can fire up to 6 at once.
Oh, okay.
And you won't get any more of those until you go back to Port Wanderer.
Okay.
So, you know.
Let's do this. Let's kill some bitches.
Cool. So, you're currently stationary. I'm assuming you would like to speed up.
Yes, please.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to just accelerate on this path, or do you want to adjust your speed and bearing?
I'm going to adjust the speed.
And the bearing. Or just the speed.
And the bearing, I mean, as well.
Yeah.
So head
So
towards
I
them.
thought. So that's a minus 20 test. So spacecraft piloting skill plus maneuverability. Your ship's maneuverability is plus 15. Janelle's spacecraft piloting is ludicrously good.
I've got pilot as
So
well.
she was effectively at a minus 5.
Versus like spacecraft pilot.
Oh, mine's personal.
So yep, 41 or below, please, in order to successfully accelerate
Who wants to do this one?
and to effectively turn and then accelerate. Yes.
25. Happy days.
Your maximum speed is 8, so you can accelerate up to 4. Do you want to move the full 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
The maximum range on your guns is 12 hexes.
Is that range?
Yep, well out of range. So that is all you can do for this turn, unless you'd like to take any advanced actions.
What would be the advanced actions?
At this point, all I'd really recommend would be trying to
Can we
Clean
get...
the ship.
Yeah.
maybe activate the August to get a better scan of the enemy ships to kind of determine what. Yep,
What do we need?
I'll do
Yeah.
that.
that's
Yeah,
his
that's your
role.
job.
Okay.
And again, that's a scrutiny test.
Oh, that's bad.
Nope. No.
I've
With
got-
the strange miasma of flies
Actually,
around them, again,
I'd
it's
say-
literally his job.
I'll tell you what, I'll burn a... not burn,
You're
sorry.
gonna
I'll
spend a
use a
fate
fate point
Cool.
to
Reroll
reroll that.
No.
Worse.
Is that even worse?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. So yeah, unfortunately, with a combination of the strange magnetics of this debris field and the clouds of unnatural flies that appear to be surrounding the enemy ships, you are unable to determine anything. So first up is Infidel Raider number 2, which is this one, who's going to move its full 10 towards you.
They're using insects are bullshit.
And it's going to turn
Is that
to
why
try
you're saying,
and
Luther, that you
come
can't do
towards
your
you.
job properly?
It's got a dorsal macro cannon battery, which has a maximum range of 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just out of range. And yeah, it does have torpedoes, but it's not going to fire them because it's, again, the range of the torpedoes is kind of mad, but it's entirely possible to dodge them.
If it was to fire its macro cannons, it would have to turn its ship sideways, right?
It's got dorsal weapons, so basically its weapon is a turret mounted on its prow.
Oh.
So your weapons are fixed in one direction, but are way stronger. Next up is the light cruiser, which has a speed of 5. And yeah, it's well out of range with its weapons. I think, yeah, it's got dorsal mounted cannons, yeah, which only have a range of 3. So yeah, well out of range. And then the second Infidel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because those are fast little buggers.
Should I get pictures of these to put in between?
You can do if you want. I mean, you can sort of see it on the video.
You
I
can see it
think.
on the screen.
Let's picture
Yep.
number 1.
Again, for the record, in an ideal world, I would have enough Battlefleet Gothic miniatures to actually, have all the ships represented by reasonably accurate things. G-Dubs, please start making Battlefleet Gothic again. I will buy so many mini starships off you.
He means that.
I really, really do.
If anything, we could always just use, the plain things.
Oh, you mean the new ones from
The aerial.
Yeah.
We could buy them and use them.
Maybe, I don't know.
temporary.
Yeah.
At least they'll be.
Because I got this one off eBay.
At least
eBay's
it'll
your
be-
friend.
In that regard, yeah. So you're in range of that Infidel class ship. So it's going to fire a macro cannon shot at you. What's the strength on that? It's only strength 4. Nope. Its macro cannon barrage goes wide of you, and you are completely unharmed.
Phew, that was close.
It is now back round to your turn.
Okay, what are our options?
We should fire cannons before turning our ship.
Yeah.
You have to move and then fire.
Can we move towards...
Keep in mind, you've got a firing arc that's kind of a 30-degree arc, effectively.
Okay, can we move to...
You can change your
Hexes
speed to a
towards-
stop.
You're currently moving at a speed of 4.
Okay, can we...
So if you wanted to, so you could theoretically go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then turn without, changing your thing. You can actually come to a new heading, which basically lets you make 2 maneuver actions in one turn. So what you could basically do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, turn 1, 2, 3, 4.
That would be.
Yeah, should we do that?
Good. We should do that.
Yeah, we'll do
Okay,
that.
that is a -10 penalty test,
Sure,
but
do that.
again, we're getting +15 for the maneuverability, so effectively +5, so 51 or below, please.
48.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're not going to turn there, are you? You're just staying
No,
We're
we're
gonna do
going
the
to say
slide,
that, and
yeah.
then we're going to use.
Cool. I'm assuming you would like to unleash a macro cannon broadside.
Yeah.
Ryan's turn.
Excellent.
Do
So,
you wanna
Mira
fire?
is your gunnery officer.
Yeah, fine.
Let me just check the range on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a normal range, so it's just Mira's standard ballistic skill, which is 52. Yep. Yep. Roll it for me, please.
What do we need?
52 will get you at least 1 hit, but you
Ooh,
want as many degrees of success as possible.
97. Can I spend... Oh, no, I can't spend fate points on
I'm
this.
going to be... I mean, Mira's got a fate point, so yeah, you can re-roll that.
Do you want to re-roll it? 24.
Yeah, that's better. That is 3 degrees of success. So, 3 shots from your macro cannon broadside slam home. Unfortunately, you didn't get enough for the crit rating, but that doesn't really matter. That is effectively 3d10 plus. So the first one, I think it has a layer of void shields. Yes. The first shot slams into its void shield, and you see the shield ripple and fade away.
Ooh, look at that.
So effectively, 2 hits get through to the hull. So effectively, 2d10 plus 6 damage, please.
So that was 16. First one. And that's a 9.
That's a 9.
We're going to see some fireworks,
12.
boys.
Yep. So, what was the total damage there?
28.
28 damage, cool. It's only got 17 armor. So your macro cannon smash into its side and punch holes clean in its hull. It's taken notable damage there. So it's gone from 33 down to 20. What was the total damage, did you say?
28.
28. So it's taken 11 points of damage, so it's down to 22. And that's Infidel Raider number 1. So it's taken considerable damage. Would anybody like to do any extended actions or anything like that?
What are the options?
You could attempt to scan them to determine more information. You could attempt to focus the augury, which I'd say is DL scan. You could attempt to hail the enemy to tell them to piss off, but that's probably not going to work against these nutters.
No, we don't want to do that.
What was that, intimidation?
You might want to try locking onto the target, which next turn will give you a bonus to your weapons skill.
Yeah, I'll give that one a go.
Right, bear in mind.
It's a Carl job.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Go, Carl.
okay.
What, sorry?
Bear in mind that we still have to move.
Yeah, don't worry, it's just a bonus to...
Yeah, but do we have to declare which one we're locking onto?
Technically, yes, but...
Because if we, bear in mind, if we move 4, we're moving 4, we're here. So I suggest we should...
Which ones? Is that the command ship, basically?
Yeah, we're
Aim
going
for
to
that
be...
one.
Basically, 2 small ships, big ship.
Aim
Right.
for the big ship.
So we should lock onto that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're going to be moving forward anyways.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Might
And
as well.
without that,
Do you want
the
to roll for it?
boss.
Or,
No, it's your job. Your ship roll.
do it.
let's do it.
29.
By focusing your scanners, you're able to punch through the interference, and you're able to get a good scan of the enemy ship. You're able to determine that its maneuverability is awful, but it's got pretty solid armor, a standard void shield, and it's clearly got macro cannons and what appears to be some sort of dorsal melter cannon. You're also able to detect that getting close to it would be a really bad idea because it's just absolutely crawling with hideous plague monstrosities.
So it's a case of getting it without missiles at some point.
Yeah, if you can get a torpedo striking it, that would be
Yeah.
a good idea.
Okay. What's the next step?
How fast does a torpedo move?
Your plasma torpedoes, I didn't write the goddamn speed down because of course I didn't.
He's not a good GM, guys.
No, I am. I've just got to find stuff.
There'll be a position opening up soon.
Plasma warheads. What is its speed? It's the launcher speed, isn't it?
This is get.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Speed 10. So yeah, they move 10 hexes in a turn. As long as they get within 1 hex range,
Right.
then basically you fire them and you don't roll then. You roll once they're within 1 hex of the enemy to have them come in for their terminal attack run to try and do the damage.
Move 2, pivot, fire
I mean,
torpedo.
it's their
Yeah,
guy's turn
yeah.
now, so
Yeah, wait, we'll see what they come out with.
yeah.
Even if it means moving back a step or two just to avoid them getting too close with their dirty, skanky ship.
I don't think we can reverse.
Can you reverse the
You
ship?
can't.
Not really, no.
Not really.
Because
Just go round it then.
yeah,
Skip.
again.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So, first up, it's this guy. So he's just going to come in full burn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And turn to come up behind you.
Oh, he's coming up the rear.
Yep. It's going to fire a full, shot right up your posterior. That's 2 hits. Your void shield stutters as the ship, as a blast from its macro cannon slams home, and then it does 1d10 plus 2 damage. 11 damage. Thankfully for you, your armor is way tougher than that. You have 19 armor. So the shot slams home, but the gift of fire shrugs it off with impunity.
Sweet. Okay.
It is now the big ship, which it's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right to there, and it's going to turn. Luckily for you, the turn means it can't really bring its broadsides to bear because it's trying to close on you. Because you suspect they probably want to try and board you because that would be their most effective battle tactic. And as a result, you're actually out of range of their melter guns. This one's going to attempt a hard turn. And it bluffs it, just. So instead it goes shooting off this way.
Right.
Where is he going? Does he know the battle's over here?
So yeah, he's going to have to work to get back into it.
What's our
2,
plan?
3, 4,
I think we should...
10.
What's the shooting range for these side guns?
They have a standard range of 6, so you can push that to 12, but then with a
But then
penalty.
we might miss.
Honestly, I'd be tempted to turn and fire torpedoes at it.
Yeah. Should we do that?
Go for.
Yeah.
Turn twice.
You can only turn once.
So we'll
I
just
think.
end
Hang
up
on,
here.
let me just check. Adjust bearing. Let's turn earlier than normal. Continue heading.
He's got
Yeah, okay, yeah. With continue heading, you would be allowed to
1, 2,
make
3,
make
4.
2 turns.
Turn twice. Fire torpedo, which you would land onto. And then we can fire this macro cannons at that thing that's fired us.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
So okay, make me the piloting skill check, please.
Come on, man.
51 or below.
We do it. 30.
Yeah. So, how are you moving to disable it?
Full
1, 2,
four.
3, 4.
Yeah.
Turn twice.
Turn twice.
Yep.
And you're firing your torpedoes.
Yep. We'll
How
fire-
many are you firing?
Should we just do 6 now? Because we've only got 30.
As I say, you can fire a maximum of 6, and it takes an entire turn to reload the torpedoes.
So-
once you fire them. So
How
if you
do
fire them
torpedoes
now,
work? Will they just go straight away
5,
to
6,
10?
7, 8, 9, 10. Yes.
They go straight to 10. Mm.
There's no point firing them, is
No.
there?
Okay, we'll fire the macro cannons.
Cool.
And we'll.
What do we need for that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're more than half range. You're more than standard range.
Minus 10.
52 minus 10, so yeah, 42.
Churro?
So whoever rolls it,
Please don't hate me. Should I
That's
re-
tough.
yeah, re-roll that.
6.
Woohoo! And we've got a new tower.
Yeah, that's a crit hit.
Is it?
Yeah,
Get out of town.
because that's enough hits to be over the crit rating of the weapon. That's not good. That's the table.
This is
There it
where
is.
fun things happen.
Fire! Alarms scream through where the hull as hungry flames roar through passages and compartments. The blaze must be contained before it destroys the entire ship. The attacker, that's you guys, select one component, listing from those you know of, that is neither the bridge nor the plasma or warp drive, and that component is now on fire.
Ooh, name of the
Weapons.
component.
Yeah, literally the only thing you know about the ship is that it has guns at the moment. You know a lot about the big ship, but not much about that one.
So aim
Yeah.
for like the weapons area.
Yeah, that's 5 hits, and it hasn't had a full turn to rebuild its shields yet, so, 5d10 plus 15, please.
5d10. We'll get the dice out.
You just use everybody's d10s, for
Oh, yeah.
to be safe.
Okay.
This will probably be enough to kill it for the record.
3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12.
And plus 20.
And
32 points of damage, plus the 15. It's only got 17 armor, so it just took 30 damage and it only had 22 wounds left. It dead.
Well, boys,
A
here's some
colossal
fireworks.
volley of macro cannon fire smashes into that raider
Ka-ching.
and deals catastrophic damage. A succession of powerful blows and explosions rip through the ship, causing horrendous damage. The ship has been quite thoroughly hulked. It's a drifting wreck.
Should we all high five each other in enjoyment of this
No.
fireworks display?
We're all not-
yeah.
So, that one's off the board.
Happy days.
I'm putting that away because the cat's just looking at it.
Oh, he won't even touch it. You might push it off the table, but that's it.
Oh yeah, cats are assholes. Okay, it's now the surviving infidel raider, which is over here, which is going to have to make a test to actually turn around and come back to the battle. It does pass that, so it's able to turn around, but it can't do anything else this turn, and it's way out of range. Now for the light cruiser, which again is just going to attempt to make a turn. Nope.
No. Oh,
Unfortunately for you, you are within the range of its macro cannons.
oh, we getting close.
Here's where the bullets start flying at you guys. So, Pesilian class cruiser. It currently has port and starboard macro cannons with a strength of 5, range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're at standard range. So it hits on 40. You lucky bastards. A volley of fire sort of surrounds your ship, but none of it quite manages to strike home. It does also have its dorsal melter cannon, which has a range of 3. So its double range is 6, so you're just in range of that. You're going to want to be careful of that. It's got a really low crit range. One more on that. Nope. This ship is clearly absolute garbage because it just missed with both of those. Back
What's
round
that
to
move?
you.
Is that still moving at 5 each time?
It's still moving at 5 each
Right,
time. Yeah.
okay. I suggest we move 3,
Yeah,
turn, fire all 6 torpedoes at it.
I'd probably
That's
agree with
That's a
that.
solid climb, yeah.
Should we do that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's straight on.
So,
On
1, 2,
top.
3. That does require a speed adjustment.
Yeah.
Wait, who's doing this?
Oh, yeah, you can do it.
Oh, wait, no, keep that.
Yeah, okay, you can keep that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
All 6 torpedoes?
All 6
Yeah,
torpedoes.
all
Oh,
6.
sure.
Right, yeah, they move their full distance. So they move the full 10, but they obviously hit the ship. All 6. Right, hang on. Let me quickly double check the torpedo rules.
Wait, do we want to use all 6?
Yes.
Should we do them can you do them in shots of 2 in the same
No.
time?
You can fire as many or as few of the torpedoes as you want.
Robert just runs over and presses the full all 6 button.
Big red button.
It's like this colour board just on
Yeah.
this. It's like 1, 2, 3.
And then there's
4,
like a
5,
big
6.
red button at the end, like Robert just runs over and pushes.
He just
It's that
headbutts
little
it.
running.
He just
So yeah, these are
headbutts
standard plasma warheads, by the way, and these do hilariously high damage if they hit.
Yeah.
it.
I'll let Gromlik have that one. I'll make a faint attempt to stop him, but
No, oh no,
but
please,
no,
no,
don't do it.
no.
But he does it anyway.
So yeah, you've had those hot loaded incidentally, so you can just fire them. Upon firing, upon the point of, if at any point during movement it passes within 1 void unit of an enemy of another vessel, that's friend or foe because the torpedo's machine spirits are too stupid to tell the difference. You make a challenging ballistic skill plus torpedo rating test. The torpedo rating on those is just standard. Yeah, they've just got standard guiding systems, so plus 20. Jesus. Good God.
Let's do this thing.
We're gonna
Yeah.
wipe this
So
motherfucker
when you
out.
press the buttons, you get the honour.
Yeah.
Uh,
Be like, oh no, don't press that button. Oh, he got it.
oh,
Yeah,
what a shame.
okay.
Oh, the humanity.
Just roll me to see how many of the torpedoes hit.
What do you need to roll for that?
Well,
Plus
one,
20.
It's plus 20 on Mira's 52 ballistic skill.
Okay, go for it.
Ah!
Are you really?
You got a fate point,
Fate
right?
Mira's got 1 fate point left
I've
if
got
you
a
want to
fate
use
point.
it.
I've got a fate point.
Yeah, it's Mira who's firing him.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's her start line.
Don't flub this.
Oh yes,
7.
7.
Jesus Christ. All 6 torpedoes
Boom,
smash into the
motherfucker!
side of it.
Well, our fate points have been
Um,
good.
Do you want to roll the damage? Because
Yes.
for the record,
Ready?
those plasma torpedoes. These explosives are the standard armament for Imperial torpedoes, designed to blast through space yourself.
Please tell me
These two
6d10.
Yeah.
can I-
When
I
rolling
wanna do
damage,
as well.
re-roll any dice results of 3 or lower. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they ignore armor. Maybe, doesn't matter. I mean, let's face it, you're doing plus 14 damage for each of those.
Right.
Happy
So
days.
just 6d10.
So, no. 12d10
Oh my god.
plus 14. You have committed a colossal level of overkill here.
Okay.
Re-rolling anything less than a 3, please.
That
But there's
one,
a
that
bunch
one.
of... And that one. Any
Okay.
rerolls stand. But, oh my god, you've got retro... Right, I'm not even going to bother with this. Because, right. They've rolled so much damage that it's not even funny.
But it is.
I mean,
10,
well, again,
20.
right? So, 6 times 14, off the top of my head, 28 times
34,
56.
30,
like 80 something.
Yeah. I mean, against a ship that has... Let me just check.
42 plus
Yeah,
the 14.
You should have just used the appropriate amount.
Yeah, you could have done this with 2 torpedoes, to be honest.
I was thinking of either
I mean,
2
its
or
hull
4.
integrity is 65 with an armor of 22.
Who's the last on about disease?
I mean,
The heretic?
It's a bit.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's an error.
Oh, mirror.
There, will that get rid of your diseases for you?
I mean,
There's
yeah,
your
it
AIDS up
does.
your ass there, love.
I'm going to narrative this up, okay? As the ship's main torpedo tubes swing into place to target the enemy ship, you see Amberly stare with cold, honestly kind of sinister eyes towards her foe. It's the same look that a predatory animal gets when it's sighted its prey. Mira, fire. The full volley of torpedoes lances outwards and strikes into the enemy ship. At first, it seems like nothing has happened, and then a series of massive explosions ripple along it. A huge explosion happens,
Should do a Mexican wave explosion.
and the blast wave radiates outwards, burning away any trace of the heretical vessel.
Do we suffer anything from that?
Does that little ship suffer anything?
No, it's
Too
far too
far
far away.
The
It's only a
ship
one.
sees
Void
that.
units are considered to be very large chunks of space, so if its warp drive had blown, maybe, because that could potentially kind of rent reality into weird shit. But yeah, if it's just plasma drives, you're okay.
Okay.
That infantile raider takes one look at what just happened and turns to run like hell.
Can we chase them?
It fluffs its turn.
Comes to running at us.
Yeah, it goes off the screen.
It goes off that way, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it continues running. There we go. Okay, occasionally you have to shift space because
Magic.
magic, yeah.
I was in space.
I mean, since
Space is
this
infinite.
this board doesn't have any obstacles on it, but at some point I do want to get like markers for asteroid belts and things like that they might have to maneuver around and things, just to make it a bit more interesting.
So what do you think? Just the whole.
Just like this
it's
whole
gonna-
paper.
Yeah, it's out of range. It's back round to you guys. Do you want to? I'm assuming you want to try and go after it and kill it just for the hell of it.
Oh yeah.
Is there
No
any way we
survivors.
can get information from them as to what they were after?
Yeah.
No, just blow them up
Tier
then.
1,
These are
1,
probably
2,
just
3.
raiders in a sense.
Yeah, these were clearly chasing the the Swiftwing,
Right.
and
What's our speed? 3.
it's currently 3. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So we turned 1, 2, 3. Would our cannon still, macro cannon, be able to hit them?
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, run with the test, please. It's only a -10, so effectively a +10. Yeah, you're absolutely fine.
Roll the 4.
Wait, why are we going? Okay.
So yeah, you're just online. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a -10 to hit.
Okay.
So 42 or below, please.
42.
This is the only undamaged ship, by the way. So apart from you guys.
27.
Nice. That is 2 hits. So 2 shots slam home. The first is sufficient to strip its void shield, and the second one gets through to its hull. Somebody roll me the damage, please. That's just 1d10 plus 3.
Oh, just one.
Yep. This
4.
crits on a
7.
5. 7. Unfortunately, its armor is sufficient to absorb the blast, but you can tell that it's now quite shaken by the loss of its void shield. It attempts to turn away from you, and succeeds really well.
1.
You're now effectively in a stern chase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's unlikely you'll be able to catch it, because you can only accelerate to a maximum of speed of 8.
Load a torpedo!
It'll be a massive waste of ordnance to kill this thing, to try and kill this thing with a torpedo.
Yeah, just move in, see if we get a Macro Cannon.
Fair enough. Accelerate, that's just a standard flight test.
You want to do it?
Oh.
Go for it.
No,
Anybody?
no, I just thought we'd just be able to do it.
65, no, that's
65, no.
No fake points.
Your Janelle has fate points if you want to use one. You might as well. You've got we're almost at the end today. So.
No.
No.
Wait, can she use another? No, you can't do it once.
No, you
Okay.
can't do it once.
Unfortunately, while the ship, you might be suffering damage you didn't realize you had from that explosion, or
Probably
the machine,
overheat.
or the machine spirit has just been satisfied with a level of bloodlust. That ship is now braking and running faster than you can chase.
Right, okay.
So it's legged it.
Well,
How unfortunate.
we did have some good fireworks today,
Always
boys.
the downside of having a larger ship, you are slower.
Yeah. Got a good display though.
Yeah, it makes it easier for them to run like hell.
Do we get to see any bodies flying past our windows?
No,
No, because they're in very, very tiny pieces.
No, they're like completely vaporized.
Yeah.
Can we get some
They're
chunks?
just
Can we get
gas.
some sets? Can we get some space sushi for the cat?
Absolutely not.
No disease.
Did you want to give the cat, super
Do you want
space?
to like infect the entire ship with the Nurgle plague?
I mean, seriously, would you like to hear the rule that I deliberately picked because I was sick of him ramming everything last turn? last time we did Space Combat, he spent the entire game trying to ram everything.
Yeah, last campaign, yeah.
So, yeah. The Pestilence class ship has 2 special rules. Plague ship. These vessels are resplendent with the very finest of sickness and disease, to the point where any attempt to enter it is unthinkable. Attempts to board or conduct hit and run attacks automatically fail by 1d5 plus 3 degrees of failure. And Nurgle's Wrath. The crew of the ship are all infected with horrific diseases. Whenever this vessel conducts or is the target of a hit and run attack or boarding action, the crew it automatically loses an additional 1d5 crew population and morale, and there's a 50% chance that some disease will catch and the ship will suffer long-term sickness. In this case, the Medicaid test is very hard and the sickness does damage once a week until contained.
Oh wow. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah. So imagine like a whole city being just getting
Wiped
cholera.
out.
Yeah. So,
This is why I didn't pick orcs, because I would have just went ram them.
yeah.
Let's board them!
They ram us, let's ram them back!
So,
Oh no, I just ran them.
I know, it's like, they ram
with
us,
those
let's
ships
ram them back.
defeated, you take stock of what you have learned. So, yes, you have learned that there was some sort of artifact on board this ship that has clearly been stolen.
Wait, artifacts.
But there are more than one of them that we need to establish what is going on.
Exactly. Well
We'll
spotted. I'm
only
glad you were paying attention.
We'll only know what it is by the battle, sister of battle that is.
Are we assuming they're all separate and not part of a whole?
You don't know.
I think they're part of a whole.
What, Neville and...
So like the artifacts
No, the
come
artifacts.
together to build one big thing rather than lots of separate artifacts.
Well, only one way to find out.
Speaking of which,
Keep on playing.
has the ship the ship that we just investigated, has that suffered from the battle?
Not notably.
Okay.
But
Just in
I mean,
case
it
it's
was
like-
it was already shot to bits.
No, it's just because if it was like we could go back on and see if there's anything else that might be.
You can certainly have a
But-
think about that, but
I-
for now,
But probably not.
at the moment, Tabitha is doing what she can to save the life of the Sister of Battle, and she doesn't know how long it'll take her to wake up. So for now, unfortunately, the trail appears to have gone cold.
So it might be worth.
Just waiting for her to wake up and tell us what she knows.
Yeah.
Should we travel
Um,
back to a?
Amberley, however, is not willing to return to Imperial space. As far as she's concerned, you'll find out if the Glory of Chiron goes back via Port Wanderer, because you deliberately left informants there who would let you know. And until then, she will hunt them throughout the expanse.
So, is there any way of finding out where this sister would have... Is there any way we can go where we can get more information on the Swiftwing?
Not within the expanse.
No.
And as they Amberley
There's no way
refuses
to trace any tracks or anything like that, no. So we're just sort of floating around at the moment.
for now. But, you know, there's lots of potential for adventure while you're out here, and you know, it's almost like I've set up some sort of overarching long-term plot that leaves space for more individualized episodic adventures, or something like that.
Hooray!
But yeah, so before, you know, after a little while has passed, you receive a message from one of your informants.
Ooh, yes,
Saying
come in.
Someone has left something for you.
Oh, okay. Am I just reading this out?
Yeah, you can read that out, and then you may wish to inform everybody else of what it says.
Okay. Okay, I just received a written update from one of my
Yep.
my birds.
For the record, it was written on completely standard paper, based on the, you know, there's no evidence of handwriting, so it looks to you like it was probably dictated to a servitor that
Right,
just wrote
okay,
it out.
so there's no tracing back to anyone, that's fine.
Nothing specific.
Okay, guys, so I'll read out the note that I've just received. Spy Master, I apologize for the necessity of this communication method. I have left this in a place where one of your informants is sure to find it. I trust they will convey it to you. I am aware of the Swiftwing's mission. We learned of the existence of 4 artifacts, each sealed in a psychically shielded container. The exact nature of these artifacts is unclear. However, several psychers who attempted to view the future surrounding them were driven mad by the attempt. How odd.
Honestly, that's not that unusual for attempting to divide the future in 40k. There's a lot of screaming involved.
It's not unusual to go mad, everyone.
Pretty much.
Only the location of the first box could be determined, although we had hoped it may give us a clue as to the others. It was decided to recover it, however it seems the attempt has failed. I fear for the future of the Imperium should this jackal acquire all 4 of these boxes. My ability to help you beyond my current activities is limited, however I will pass on what knowledge I can. May the blessings of the Emperor be upon us all.
And the next bit.
Oh, there's another bit.
No.
The note is signed with a symbol. Oh, dun dun dun! So there's an eye with 3 lines through it.
Yeah, for the record, it's that.
Is that going to show?
Probably not.
Probably
It's
not.
it's
Trying to
the
picture-
Imperial Inquisition sign.
That's very bad.
So, yes, dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun!
So, that is the end of today's session. We've overrun slightly on what we were hoping
That's
for
alright.
time-wise.
So, we're on a dead end. There are some new artifacts. The jackal's gone missing. Where do we go?
And we also have a new member.
We have a new recruit, possibly.
Yep.
I'm sure she would like to get some payback.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Her sisters are all dead.
And Battle Sisters tend not to take, you know, the murdering of their colleagues terribly well.
And the ship's mascot's been completely useless this session.
Yeah, he's been a snoozy boy today.
Bless him.
Very, very sleepy. So we'll leave it at that, and we'll catch you next time.
Yep. Thank you very much for watching.
Ciao.
We should have made you turn this off.
Yeah, it would have been easier.